Welcome to Raw Discourse, the most controversial podcast in the world.
So, Harvey J, Doha, welcome to Raw Discourse.
Yeah. Now before we even start this, I'm gonna just tell you the name of your show sound like a porno, bro.
I know that
Raw
was
Discourse.
That was perfect. It sounded like Raw Intercourse, right?
Yeah, like not even raw. It sound like Raw Discourse. Sound like something. I don't know. It sound like some school shit. Like you supposed to be taking courses, but you ended up getting a Raw Discourse instead.
Nah, that's the idea, bro. We about to go from a podcast, might go to a porno company.
Yeah,
I came to the wrong place.
You're in the perfect
came
place.
to the right place.
That's a perfect place.
Yeah,
Anything is possible.
anything can happen on the Discourse.
So, this is the first time on my show, Harvey. Let's take it from the top, man. I just want to start with, what do you do, Harvey?
I exist.
We see.
Yeah. It's crazy. Like I feel like at the point I'm at, I get paid to exist.
Right. So would you consider yourself an influencer?
Yeah, influencer. Is more what I would consider.
Right, influencer.
That's not your Henny.
So, tell me, bro, exactly, Harvey, how did this exactly all start, man? Take me from the beginning. Like, so where you from?
Durham, Bull City,
North Carolina.
Yeah.
Okay, so growing up, man, how was your family life, man? Like, your parents drink Hennessy?
My mama, she drank too much.
Okay.
Yeah, she drank too much.
Okay, so
my pops, he don't drink nothing.
He don't drink nothing? So it's your mom. So what, your mom like an alcoholic or something?
Man, she more than that.
So you grew up just seeing people drink you seen your mom drink every day?
I ain't see her.
Right.
But if I like imagined her in my head, yeah, she would be drinking.
So it's in you, not just on you?
No, I would say that I grew a tolerance to Hennessy before I was born. You know what I'm saying?
So she was drinking when she was pregnant with you?
My mom probably, bro. For real.
Probably.
I can't call it because it was real dark in there, but probably.
So you grew up with your mom and your dad?
No, it was just my pops. My mom's on around. She was too busy drinking.
Okay, so you grew up just raised by your dad?
Yeah.
What your dad do for a living?
Right now?
Nah, but even back then, like
back then, okay, so right now, well, back then he was fixing air conditioning units and cars and vehicles and just machinery.
Okay. And so you go to school, you went to public school, private school, or what?
Ain't nobody had no money for no private school.
Okay, so you didn't grow up with money, right?
Hell nah.
Okay, some people, I heard you was rich, bro. I'm just reading about what I'm reading on the blogs, man. Okay.
Hell
nah. I heard you grew up, you was a silver spoon kid.
The school I went to, Southern High School, had the lowest graduation rate in the state of North Carolina. I think graduation rate was like, dropout rate was 30%.
30%?
Yeah, graduation rate, I don't know.
You graduated?
What's your definition of graduated? You mean?
Do you have a high school diploma?
Yeah, I think so.
You think?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I do. I never got it though. Like I don't physically have it in my hand, but I never needed it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm pretty sure they like issued me one or something. I don't know where it's at. I never picked it up.
So you never used it in your life? No,
I never even went back. Like I left school and I never even went back to get it.
So
they was giving them out. I failed the final exam, but I think they passed me just because of all the shit I was going through. Like I one of them kids, like I was fighting every day. I think they just passed me to.
Why was you fighting every day?
All type of shit, man. I was fighting because that's just how it was. Like in my city, you either was in a gang or you was fighting all the gang members. It was one or the other. Okay. So in my situation, you know, like most people, they get in a gang just so they can get protected from the other gang. But then it's niggas like me that won't really in a gang.
Yeah.
I was fighting both gangs. I was fighting all three. You know what I'm saying? So
you got bullied in school?
Yeah, but the thing about being bullied in school when you in a gang orientated like place, the gang run all the halls, so
yeah.
And you ain't in the gang, so it's really just you versus the world. It ain't you getting picked on and bullied for having a big ass head or getting too good of grades on the test. you getting jumped and you getting motherfucker. It's like 7 niggas you fighting in a day. So it's like, it's just different. It's not bullying in the sense of what people think, like, oh, you got a dude picking on you. No, it's the gang. You know what I'm saying?
So you was fighting a whole gang by yourself.
I was, yeah. I done been in hella altercations where it won't never no fair fight. But that shit don't matter, goddamn.
So you didn't got beat up before?
Mm-hmm. Anybody tell you they ain't been beat up, they lying to you. They lying.
I ain't been beat up.
Yeah, but this is the silver spoon.
She the silver
The silver spoon was over here.
So how you know her?
Where we met at? How you know me?
Really?
How you know me?
You don't remember where we met?
How you know me though?
What you mean?
So she saw me on the internet drinking Hennessy. She said that boy fine as fuck.
That's what she said?
To herself. She ain't gonna say it out loud. So then she seen me out in person.
Mm-hmm. Where she see you at?
Because I'm from North Carolina too.
Where you seen me out? Where you seen me at?
At Busy Bees.
Where you seen me at before that?
At the mall.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But we
she
like.
seen me at the mall. I didn't buy her nothing.
You didn't buy her nothing?
Nope.
No.
Nothing.
He ain't buy me shit.
And now we the best of friends.
Really? So, okay, so why was you attracted to him? Was it because he famous?
No. I think it's just like he's just weird in a like good way.
In a good way.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, Harvey. She could have looked you up on Google, man. Because I literally Googled you last night and it said you had a $1.7 million net worth.
Really?
I swear to God it said that. That's the first thing that pops up. I Googled
They
Harvey J net worth. It was said 1.7 million.
That's crazy.
It would probably say that if you consider all the motherfuckers that owe me money too.
They owe you money? Why people owe you money?
Man, a lot of people owe me money, man.
Why?
I make a lot of people money.
Who you made money for?
I done made money for Hennessy. I made money for Fashion Nova. Let's see, Mogul Media Entertainment, Emperor, Versace.
How much money?
Ain't no telling how much money I made Versace and roll. I'm talking about people was sending me pictures of them dressed as me for Halloween, and some people actually went and bought a Versace robe to complete the outfit. Now that's an expensive ass Halloween suit. But
well, you one of them rich niggas, bro. How much does a Versace robe cost? I don't have money like that.
A baseline, man. You ain't that LV you got on over there?
Yeah, bro. But I ain't got money like that though, bro. The IRS watching this shit. I ain't got no money.
Versace robes run you anywhere from like 700 to about 4,000.
700 to 4,000?
Yeah, it just depend on the material. That's really what they charge you for.
Got you. So would you say it's good material?
I don't know, because like I wear robes every day, so I don't know if Versace robes are supposed to be worn every day. So I wear mine to the ground. Like,
yeah,
I have problems other people don't have. I wake up mad as shit because the loop coming apart on my Versace robe. Like, damn, I didn't wear this robe a week straight. The motherfucker not tying up no more. God damn, these motherfuckers charging me $1,000 for this shit. But it might really just be to wear at home. They might not have known that I wore my robe to court.
Why you wear a robe to court?
Because he's dumb.
They let you go to court with a robe on?
No, because he went to jail.
You went to jail? What you go to jail for, Harvey?
I was the most comfortable boy in jail. Let's just say that. Like, I was warm as hell.
It was warm as hell in jail because jail cold as hell, right?
It's fuck. I was ready for it though.
So why you go to jail, bro? What you get locked up for?
Just bullshit. It ain't never nothing cool. That's why I don't idolize it. I don't glorify it because it ain't never cool. It ain't never nothing
So
cool.
what is cool? What is getting locked up for something cool?
Man, I didn't seen people do podcasts. They get locked up for like scamming, beating the government out of millions of dollars. Like, yeah. I defrauded Bank of America for $2 million. I did 18 months in jail. Like,
that's some cool shit.
I don't know. It's just like the shit they locked me up for is just like whatever they can get me for. Like the last time I went to jail, they called the police on me because I was at the Publix getting groceries and I had on the road.
Publix.
Yeah, I was there shopping for deodorant and face wash.
And so they arrested you because you had a robe on.
Well, I went to my car with my Sprinter and I seen it was a cop pulled up behind my Sprinter. Now, Henny House is surrounded by people that are of low skin saturation.
Okay. You mean they're not black?
Right. They lack melanin. So they
Right,
seen
okay.
me in the grocery store in a robe, and they called the police and told them that it was a crazy man at the mall or the place shopping for shit. So I went out to my my vehicle, and I seen the police had me blocked in already.
Right.
He had just had me blocked in. So I kept walking past my car. I'm like, that ain't my car no more. What the fuck? I kept walking. He got out. Sir, is this your vehicle? And I'm about to walk home.
How far was you from home?
I was like 1.5 miles.
So you got to walk a mile.
Yeah, but I mean, they probably gonna call the police on me again if they see a dude on the side of the road in the road. Cause that's even more weird.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
No, I think the grocery store is a little more.
I mean, like, so they started questioning me and this, that, and the third. Asked for my ID information and shit. I gave it to him. I gave him the real shit.
Right.
And I left. I didn't stick around. I didn't want to talk to him no more.
Right.
I left. I started walking back. They pulled up guns and tasers and shit. Like they was in a Hollywood movie.
Yeah.
Gave me fleeing and eluding and what you call it? Not disturbing the peace, but
loitering.
Huh?
You was loitering? They said you was
Hell no, it wasn't loitering. It was some other stupid ass charge, like going against the cop or some shit. But I walked off. So
Okay.
if you could picture me, I'm talking to the cop. He's like, "What's your ID?" I don't have my ID, but this is my birthday. This is my full name.
Right.
This is who I am. Goodbye. Kept walking.
Yeah.
Gave me fleeing and eluding. Now, if you ever seen a dude walk off in a robe, if they thought for some reason they couldn't catch me,
You had slides on too, right?
I had slides on, so I walked.
Right.
My whole thing is, I don't know how you could flee in slides in a robe, but I walked off. And,
Right.
I guess they didn't like that, so they took me to jail. But I was warm though,
It was warm though. How long was you locked up?
like a week.
Damn, you was
Because
in a week?
they had a warrant somewhere else,
Mm-hmm.
and they had took me out. Like I basically bailed out the same night, but I had to wait for the other place to come and pick me up from mad far away.
Yeah, got you.
And that was nothing but some stupid shit, just like traffic.
But they kept
ticket.
you past your release date too.
Yeah, like my release date was like one day. I bailed out, and then I was there for like a few days past the release date, just so they could squeeze a few more government dollars out of it.
Out of you. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
People was sending me mail to the jail, and by the time the mail got there, I was already gone. So
yeah.
people was like messaging me, DMing me mad as hell, like, "Oh, I sent you this, I sent you that."
Oh shit.
And that shit got sent back, nigga. What the fuck? I put money on your books, nigga. You ain't use it. Niggas mad.
It was pissed. So what everybody want to know, Harvey, is when did all the Hennessy start for you, man? Like how did you get so
I told you I built up a tolerance in the womb.
I know, I'm saying though, when did you, like, as you got older, when did you start drinking it?
You want some Hennessy?
Sure, I'll take a shot with you.
So I built up a tolerance for Hennessy since the womb, but Hennessy isn't actually alcohol. You know, Hennessy is the superior to alcohol. But I guess you could say that. I don't remember.
You don't remember it all? You drunk?
No, I don't get drunk.
At all?
No, it doesn't happen.
So when did you get on social media?
I made a social media 3 years ago in 2016, and shit just took off. Shit just took off, and the crazy thing about, what happened for me is I wasn't asking for people to share my videos. I wasn't like clout chasing. I wasn't going out and collaborating with people or none of that. I was just expressing myself and just doing what I felt like was normal for me. But the only difference was I was making videos.
Right.
And for people, they thought that was just so fascinating. They thought he cooks. I guess men don't cook.
Yeah.
So I guess they took that and they thought that was crazy. So they made me famous for it.
So you just started cooking every day?
No, like the thing is, I like to eat more than I like to cook. I like to eat way more.
Okay.
So for me, it was just me giving a tutorial, like showing folks, okay, this is how you cook Hennessy chicken. This is how you fry chicken in Hennessy. This is how you do pig feet with Hennessy. But I guess they don't cook like that, so they thought it was weird or something, or worth sharing.
Most people don't cook with Hennessy.
Yeah,
at least a lot of Hennessy. You cook with like bottles of Hennessy.
Yeah, they fucking up if they not doing it that way.
People fucking up if they not cooking with Hennessy.
They fucking up if they not doing it that way.
Why should people cook with Hennessy?
I've demonstrated multiple reasons why it's superior to olive oil, superior to canola, superior to any seasoning that you could use, because Old Bay isn't $36 for a fifth. Old Bay is a little thing, and it's a couple dollars. Salt, pepper, that shit's old school. You got to get on the new wave.
Hennessy, cooking with Hennessy.
Right.
So you start cooking on the show. When did you start seeing like that traction? Exactly.
It was immediate.
Immediately. Yeah,
it was crazy. It was the first video I dropped did like 4 million views.
4 million views.
Yeah, and I didn't have no followers.
What was the first thing you cooked?
The first video I did was I had a song called Pancakes and Hennessy.
I seen that.
Yeah,
and should go hard. I like that song.
Thank you. And it was like the Hennessy for me was better than syrup, so I expressed that. And then they was like, you should a media outlet had shouted me out. It was the first people that was like really big that fucked with me. It was Tipsy Bartender.
Okay.
Tipsy Bartender did an episode on Pancakes and Hennessy, and then people started hitting me up like, yo, you should do cooking videos, like tutorials, like show us how you cook.
Yeah.
And I made Henny ramen. I cooked my ramen noodles with Hennessy instead. I did a video on it, and it just blew up. And then all the comments was just do this or do that, do Henny eggs, do Henny bacon, do Henny this. Like,
so you just kept doing all of that shit?
Yeah, I did a few of them. I spread and share my knowledge with the world and let people know the proper way to prepare their meals. But some people took it and was appreciative, and others had negative things to say. But
what was negative things they were saying to you?
People was like, I'm crazy. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not a real chef. But they can't cook motherfucking TV dinners. So it's just like, you know what I'm saying? Restaurant on the way. I'm working on, one of my dreams, I want to start a restaurant, but I feel like the stepping stone is going to definitely be a food truck. And I've got a food truck already. It's just, I'm trying to figure out the logistics as far as like, because I have a global brand, so I can't just open a food truck in New Orleans and it be cool. Because all my social media, you ain't in New York, you ain't here, you ain't there, you ain't in LA. I'm in London and I watch your shit. I can't buy a Henny burger here. So I got to figure out how to.
What's the name of the food truck?
I can't even say that yet. But what I'm saying is basically, I got to figure out how I can share the food with the world instead of just one place. Because I already know if I do it in one area, it's going to just be like, what the fuck?
Right.
And I got to multiply myself times 50 and be in all 50 states.
Well, I mean, you could just do the food truck and then try to get that shit franchised to go to all them different states.
I want to go to the states personally, so I'm setting up a food truck tour. I want to go city to city with Henny and make people Henny tacos and Henny wings and all that. That would be a dream come true for me.
How much would Henny tacos be? How much is that shit?
It would just be real regular tacos.
I'm about to say, because Hennessy is kind of expensive, bro.
It is, but at the same time, I want to show people the superior way to eat their tacos. So I would rather take less profit to put people on to the true way
of doing
and the knowledge,
cooking food, right?
Yeah, because at the end of the day, it's more important to be right than be wrong. So I'd rather people would be right for the right price than wrong for a high price.
Wow. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So Doha, can he really cook? Do you eat his food?
Yeah, but I don't like to drink as much.
So how does that work?
As she has the Hennessy in her hand, she don't like to drink as much.
How often do you drink?
I would say like twice a week.
Twice a week? That's it?
I like to smoke.
Oh, so you're a smoker and Harvey's a drinker. Do you smoke, Harvey?
Anything is possible. I told you it wasn't gonna last the whole interview. You did tell me. I tried to pace it.
Right. So how you feeling right now?
I'm just getting started.
Oh, okay, so we just get started. Okay.
Yeah. So, I didn't drink a whole fifth on the interview. The Smalls interview. I started a bottle And by the end of the interview, the bottle was gone.
So
That's just me. That's just me,
You tolerance. You ain't had no problem with your kidneys and stuff from all the drinking?
bro. I'm like the healthiest person I know. I eat salads.
You must don't know a lot of people.
I know millions of people. I'm like the healthiest person I know.
So what do you eat? Like everything cooked in Hennessy, right?
Well, not everything, because fast food restaurants and different places like Tender Greens, that's my favorite place to go in Cali.
Tender Greens is what's up. I go there a lot too.
Hell yeah,
It's
but
lit.
they don't have the sauce. They can't make the Henny salads like I do.
Right.
So I don't always have the luxury of
Drinking with Hennessy, eating with Hennessy.
right. But you know, when I have the opportunity, I take the opportunity.
So tell me, Harvey, exactly from you doing all this on social media, right?
Yeah.
How do you? So you ever had a job, like a real job?
Nah, but I tried to I ain't gonna lie, I applied for a job when I was like 14, 15, 16.
Where'd you apply to?
I tried to apply at Chick-fil-A.
I'm gonna tell you something. You would have been amazing at Chick-fil-A, bro. You would have been amazing.
I tried to get a job at the movie theater because I was just trying to get some money, and I had a homie that worked at Walmart,
Right.
and he was like, "You should work there." I was like 17. I was like, "Yeah, but I'm never going." So basically, I never even been to a job interview. These
Never.
niggas ain't never called me back type shit.
Right.
I ain't never even sat in front of somebody and did a job interview. That was the part I was excited about. Like, damn. So my homie worked at Walmart. I was like, shit, fill the application out for me. Since you got the job, just fill the application out for me. So
Right.
maybe you gonna put down something that I didn't put down, and maybe I get a job.
Yeah.
He filled out the application for me, and they still ain't called me.
And then, so you didn't get the job.
But fuck Walmart. They don't sell Hennessy, so well they do in Vegas. But yeah, man, fuck Walmart.
They do?
Fuck Walmart.
Yeah, they
In the
sell.
Walmart?
It's cheap as hell. They got Hennessy for $28 in Vegas.
Really?
Yeah, but fuck them niggas.
Yeah.
So when you didn't get the job at Walmart,
I didn't get the job at Walmart.
what was the next step for you after you did that?
I was 17. Like 18, I got out of school. Yeah, I stopped coming. And I started selling headphones.
What you mean selling headphones?
You know the Beats by Dre's?
Where was you getting them from?
I would get them from when they make them.
So you was getting them from where? Where they make beats? Headphones
China.
at? China or China?
China.
Why you call it China?
That's where I would get them.
China.
Yeah.
So you was getting the headphones over there for what? How
Mhm.
much you was getting them for over
International trade.
there? International trade?
Yeah. Like 20.
Like $20 a pop over there. So
Yeah, that's because they you got to think.
Mhm.
Back then, that's when they was popping.
I remember that.
Yeah, it's like every kid wanted them for Christmas. Was
Yeah.
getting them for like 20.
So how was you doing that?
I just had a plug, and I was like hella young, and
Who was the
I saw-
plug?
I saw that the plug want Dre. Dre didn't come up with the headphones. Dre sold Beats by Dre to Apple,
Right.
but Dre basically took a flight to China one time, and he was like, "I like these headphones. These shit's dope." Dre did this. I'm gonna sell these
That's what he did.
$300. Them shit's 15, but
Right.
that's what he did, and I saw the wave, and
How you know he did that?
that's the story. Like, look it up. They're made over there. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So basically, I was wholesaling for the whole East Coast at one point.
So who was the plug that was getting it over here to you?
Girls,
Girls in China.
Yeah. China,
Sorry,
yeah.
Yeah. So you was getting the girls to send you the headphones over here. How long it took for the headphones to get over here?
Like 3 days,
3 days.
2 days, really.
2 days?
3 days if the customs is tripping.
And how
They came on a yellow truck.
they came on a yellow truck.
Yeah,
And so you would get them in 2 days.
yeah.
And then you would flip them for how much? What, 200-300?
200.
200.
Yeah,
How many times you did that?
for about like 2-3 years until they sold to Apple. When they sold to Apple, Apple is who kind of shut it down because
Mhm.
Apple, Apple really, China had the juice that Apple wanted, so Apple really bought out Beats to take their whole market and convert it to their market. So once Apple bought Beats by Dre and turned it into just Beats, it became this. And now these are the number one selling headphone in the world.
Number one selling headphone in the world.
Yeah, AirPods are actually the number one selling headphone in the world, period.
Okay.
Ever. Like not just right now, like ever.
Right. So then you getting the headphones, you stop doing the headphones, right? And then
basically they got bought out and the plug dried up.
So how much money you think you made doing that?
How much I made or how much I made other people? Because I had other people I was helping out too.
How much you made personally? You don't know?
Few 100,000.
A few 100,000?
Yeah.
Over the course of 2 to 3 years?
Yeah, like 2 years, yeah.
Okay. So then you got that, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Stop doing that. Then what you do for money after that?
I started cooking with Hennessy. Well, I didn't start cooking with Hennessy. I just started making videos because I wasn't really like on social media like that. Mm-hmm. And I felt like the people on social media were really boring.
And how old was you when you started doing that?
Huh?
How old were you when you started doing that?
Shit, 3 years ago. Whatever that is.
So how old are you now?
I was born in 1765.
1765?
Yeah.
Right. It's on the bottle, right? And that's
right.
Okay. So we're gonna roll with that. So you was doing that 3 years ago.
Right.
That you start making videos. When did you start seeing money from the videos?
Immediately.
How? Like you was on Facebook just going viral?
Well, it got to the point I had to make a P.O. box because people would keep sending me Hennessy. Mm-hmm. And I didn't want them to keep just showing up to my house. I moved to LA for like 3 months.
Right.
And I didn't, me and LA ain't really get along because LA is really like cookie cutter, just happy-go-lucky, preppy motherfucking soul selling. I want to be on the TV screens. Like they offer me TV shows, I didn't take them. They offer me roles in like reality shows, I didn't take them. Shit, they offer me to come on the Dr. Phil show like last year. I didn't take it.
Why?
That was after the Catch Me Outside shit. They told me to come on Dr. Phil to be like an alcoholic or something, but I don't drink alcohol.
You don't drink alcohol?
No, I drink Hennessy.
Not alcohol.
Right, that's not alcohol.
So you don't consider Hennessy alcohol?
Hennessy is not alcohol.
What is it then?
Hennessy.
So what category of drink would you put that in? Juice? Water? Since it's not alcohol.
It's a cognac from France.
It's a cognac from France.
Yeah.
So you don't look at it as Hennessy. I mean as alcohol, sorry. It's a cognac from France.
Right.
Right. And tell me, so you turned out all those TV shows, right? How much was they offering you?
It was like 2 TV shows. It wasn't like $1 million. It was 2 TV shows.
What
one
TV
wanted
shows?
to do
What TV shows were they?
One of them was Dr. Phil.
Okay.
Another one was they wanted to basically make my own show on VH1.
Oh.
And it was gonna basically be called Lit Kitchen. I'm like, what the fuck is Lit Kitchen? And they wanted me to play as a chef on the show. And I'm like, I make 60, 90-second videos for Instagram. Like I'm not really about to milk this shit to 20-something minutes, like just for the sake of y'all entertainment.
Right.
I don't need 20 minutes to cook. Personally. Seeing how I whip, I do my shit quick.
So when you make a chicken, you cook it in 20 minutes?
Less. Yeah. Because Hennessy burn faster. That's why I'm trying to tell people that it's superior to oil.
Gotcha. So the chicken was all the way through in less than 20
By the
minutes.
time I buy a chicken, it's cooked by the time I take it out the bag.
How was that?
Anything is possible.
So, tell me, Harvey, so you turned out all the TV shows. How much they offer you for to do Dr. Phil?
I don't think Dr. Phil, I know Dr. Phil pays people, but when Dr. Phil hits you up, and I'm about to show you just So you don't think I'm capping? Because you know motherfuckers be coming on here with fake personas and all type of shit.
They do, man. We just trying to get to the bottom of it, man. I'm just asking.
I don't know. Man. Now see, boom, there go the email. I don't know how much they pay to go on shows like that. I don't know.
Right
you see who it's from right there at the top. It says something at CBS.
It does. No, it says, yeah, Susan, her name. Oh, yeah, at CBS. You're right. Okay.
And then you scroll down and you can just kind of just skim through.
Time-sensitive interview request from Dr. Phil, producer. Oh, okay.
So I don't know how much they pay to go on shows like that, but I didn't do the show because I didn't approve of the message, and I already knew what they was gonna try to do with the narrative, because they control the narrative.
Right. So what do you think would have happened if you'd have went on the show?
You know, it would have just been, they would have tried to paint the narrative a certain way, and it's not that. They would have tried to make me seem like an alcoholic, but I don't drink alcohol. So why would I go on the show? They basically told me the role they wanted to play before they even had me go on, before money was discussed, before any of that. Right.
And you didn't agree with the narrative making you look like an alcoholic.
Hell no, I don't drink alcohol.
Because you're not an alcoholic, right?
Right, I don't drink alcohol.
And you don't drink alcohol.
Right.
That makes perfect sense. You posted the videos, right?
Yeah, I started posting videos.
And then you started getting paid, right? Off the videos.
Yeah, because I would do events and I would do like features, and I did a song. She paid me like $10,000 for the feature. She was from Lebanon.
Somebody paid you $10,000 for a feature?
Yeah.
Who paid you $10,000 for a feature?
The song out right now. Go check it out.
What's the name of the song?
I gave her money's worth.
What's the name of the song?
Play it on here right now. I gave her money's worth. For sure.
You gave her money's worth?
I gave her money's worth. Hold on.
What's her name? You singing on that shit?
Yeah, it's me.
She paid you $10,000 for that. What's the name of the song?
I wish I had more time. I wish I had more time. I wish I had more time.
So she paid you $10,000 for the feature. So you a rapper too?
Yeah, I be making music.
You making music?
Yeah.
How many streams you got?
Like 7 million.
7 million? Okay, so you wouldn't consider yourself a big time rapper, right? Would you consider yourself?
I'm not like big like a Drake or a Post Malone, but yeah. I got people listen to my music. Yeah, I got millions of streams on certain songs I put out.
So would you consider yourself more of a chef or a rapper?
I mean, I would consider myself a artist, but I do got rap songs. I got songs where I sing. I got cooking tutorials. I'm pretty damn sure I cook better than Drake. I cook better than a Post Malone. But you talking about just strictly music, yeah, I got songs.
But you don't cook better than the Steph Curry wife.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she cooking her ass off, bro. You don't cook better than her, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
She the goat, bro. You baby goat.
We lit!
No, so what made you start rapping?
I was actually like, I make music just as a diary kind of process. I make my music for me.
Right.
Which means like, I don't really put music out like that. I don't share with people. I just make music for me. Like,
right.
Her favorite song for me ain't even out.
Right.
I did it like a year or 2 years ago. So I don't even like make music for people. I just make music for me.
Right.
And then occasionally songs get leaked. Occasionally.
So you made a song for her?
I mean, I got songs that was inspired by her. I got songs that.
What song she inspired you to write? Shit,
about to pull it up right now.
About to pull it up right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's play that shit, man. Play that shit. I want to hear what you got, man. I gotta hear what Doha inspired you to make. Put it to the mic.
She say I won't be your friend unless you bring this to an end.
You singing on that shit?
If I come in, I can't win. She say love,
yeah.
Forget about me. Forget about me. Forget about me.
And why she inspired you to write that? What was about her that inspired you?
Because she was tripping.
About what?
She always tripping. About nothing.
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 Get the fuck out of here.
The first line of the song like, She say I won't be your friend, cause she ain't never trying to be cool with me.
Why not?
How?
I don't know. She just like, she got this shit in her brain where I'm the worst. So like,
Why he the worst?
I could put on these headphones and she be like, man, this nigga got on them headphones. Fuck that nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's how she is. But it inspired me to write the song because even though you could be the greatest human on the earth,
Right.
you still got people that don't appreciate you. So
you
no
think
matter
I don't
what.
appreciate you?
She don't appreciate you, Harvey?
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
What do you do for her, Harvey?
I inspire her. AirPods came out. You ever seen that? I dropped my AirPods. Both of them came
He's
out.
so clumsy. Pick him up.
So what you do, though, huh? What do you do? You don't know? You don't do nothing?
She don't do nothing, but she got the highest standards.
The highest standards?
The highest standards.
That's what.
Elon Musk ain't good enough for this girl right
Get
here.
the fuck out of here.
Oh, well, there you go.
It ain't
Elon,
even
hit her
like
up.
that.
Goddamn.
Why y'all? He said hit up, goddamn. Why your standards so high?
Because
Her standards too high for me. I don't even got no hoes, and I still ain't good enough for her.
I just I have a hard time with people.
Why is that?
I just don't trust
You trust Harvey?
in some ways, yeah.
In some ways.
Mm-hmm.
She tr-
Hey, let me just take this cap off.
You trust her, Harvey?
Yeah, I trust her to be her because I know who she is, and I trust, like, I know what to expect. I'm trying to get her to that point because when you know somebody, whether it be a homie, your girlfriend, your wife, whatever it be, you know what to expect from them. So we get to a point where you accept them for who they are.
Right.
And that's really just been like the lesson I've been trying to instill on her. Is just
Is she learning?
slowly. But goddamn,
It's a process.
You expect certain things from people and you respect certain things from people. So it gets to the point where you know who you dealing with. You know what's coming next. It don't have to be a discussion. It don't have to be a conversation.
Right.
It don't have to be you getting mad about something.
What do you mean? Communication is key.
Yeah, but I ain't gotta communicate who I am. You know who I am.
Who is he?
I don't gotta tell you every day
Yes,
who
you
I am.
do.
I don't gotta wake up every morning like, this is who I am. Imagine that. Imagine me doing that. You know what I'm saying?
Why you look at him like that?
Because
You know who I am.
Is he
so-
capping?
mm-hmm.
Oh, he's capping. Big cap.
Imagine me explaining who I am every day. You know who you
It's
dealing
not
with. You know
explaining who you are.
Did you explain yourself to her, Harvey?
She be want me to.
He doesn't communicate very well.
I
at
just exist. I told you in the beginning of the interview, I just exist.
So, question, Harvey. I heard this rumor.
Yeah.
I heard you turned down a $3 billion deal from DJ Khaled.
It was million. It won't B's. It was M's.
Yeah, I know. I said 3 million. My bad. I'm sorry. I'm country. My bad, bro. Yeah. So 3 million from DJ Khaled, right?
Yeah.
To switch over to another.
Cause he wanted me to promote like shampoo, some shampoo they pushing. I think it's called Bel Air.
Some champagne, Bel Air champagne. I love Bel Air actually.
Did
man.
you say shampoo?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
cause
said
it
shampoo.
bubble up and shit.
No, it's
Like-
it's champagne.
People drink that.
I love champagne, bro. I love
Ew.
Bel Air, bro.
Ew.
I was just had some the other day in here, man. You don't drink champagne?
It bubbles up.
You don't like that?
I mean, you know, to each his own.
Right, I got you. So you didn't take the deal, right?
Nah.
So was that real?
Yeah, he started trolling me on social media after he put on a Versace robe and did a commercial for Bel Air.
Yeah.
He said, fuck it, if I can't get this light skin motherfucker to do this commercial, I'm about to be a big fat nigga doing this commercial with the same shit on.
So you turned down a $3 million deal, and he contacted you himself, or someone else contacted you?
It was one of the marketing agents at Bel Air, because all these companies have different people that handle their marketing for them. So somebody like him, somebody like Diddy would be like, go get this nigga.
Right.
And then they gonna figure out the email, get the contact information and all that.
Right. So you turned down a $3 million deal.
Right.
How'd you feel after that?
Nothing changed. Because for me, it's not about the money, it's about passion. And I feel like if you can be bought out, if it's a situation where your opinion changed when people put money on the table, you didn't have an opinion.
So Hennessy ain't never gave you any money?
They don't need to. Ever. I made them millions.
And you didn't get no money?
It doesn't have to happen because at the end of the day, I didn't ask to be famous for being a fan of Hennessy. So becoming a famous fan of Hennessy does not merit pay. If they want to pay me money, they want to pay me money. If they don't want to pay me money, guess what I'm drinking?
Hennessy. So, tell me, Harvey, how do you make money now besides the videos? How do you make money?
I show up
to places.
Yeah.
How much you usually get paid for an event?
Just like anywhere from 100 to 200 bottles of Hennessy.
So somebody gives you 100 bottles or 200 bottles of Hennessy.
Yeah, I charge in Hennessy.
Right. And so what do you do with the Hennessy bottles?
I put it in my reserves. In
your reserves. So how much Hennessy bottles? How much Hennessy do you think you have?
I don't know, but that's for them to figure out.
So you don't take no cash money from anybody?
I might take a cash payment and then go get Hennessy.
So that's all you buy with your money is Hennessy and Versace robes, and that's it?
No, but for bookings, that's what I take. Because that's like me paying homage.
To Hennessy.
Right, but realistically, so what I used to do when I first came out, I used to, when I didn't have money like that, I would sign bottles of Hennessy and I would sell them.
Ah.
So the bottles of Hennessy that are in my possession are worth more money than bottles of Hennessy in the possession of a liquor store.
Because
so
they're signed by you.
A bottle of Hennessy from Harvey J, that's signed by Harvey J, is worth this much. Actually, more than that. That's just how tall my arm is.
So how much was you selling the bottles of Hennessy for that you would sign?
It got to the point I was selling bottles of Hennessy for like $300.
Damn. How many bottles were you selling like a day?
Just whatever I need. I'm the type of person, I'm a very simple man. I don't ever overshoot the mark. I just go for what I deserve and nothing more. So whatever I need is taken care of at all times.
At all times.
At all times.
So how do you survive just like on Hennessy? Like on just with the Hennessy, like what do you spend money on?
I spend money on a lot of shit. I was doing my taxes. I just spent like over $20,000 on Amazon this year.
Damn.
He has an Amazon
10,000.
addiction.
10,000 on Uber.
10,000 on Ubers?
Yeah. Like I spend money, but it's just to get me to the Henny.
Just to get you to the Henny?
Yeah.
So you do all this just to collect as much Hennessy as you can?
It's not about that. It's about me. But my collection is my legacy.
Right.
So that's all I'm saying. It's not about the collection. It's about the person. But the collection is possession.
So you have liquid cash though?
Yeah.
Oh,
but I have liquid Hennessy as well. And that value I would say in the long term is a better investment than cash.
So was it any amount of money that would be able to make you switch to another, let's say, beverage for you to start promoting?
It ain't about money because my needs are taken care of. So for me to say that I want more money is for me to be greedy.
Right.
And a greedy man is a needy man, and I don't need shit.
So let's say this instance right here. This probably hypothetically.
Hypothetically.
If Diddy offered you $10 million to become a Ciroc ambassador, would you take the deal? $10 million cash.
You said billion?
No,
or
million.
Okay. Well, he just gonna have to put on a robe and get him a drag wig because he not about to have me pushing that shit.
But $10 million you still wouldn't do it?
Nah.
What's your number?
There is no number. I can't be bought.
Not even for $1 billion.
I'd rather be poor than be a rich whore.
You'd rather be poor than be a rich whore?
I'd rather be broke than be a rich whore.
Rather be broke than be a rich whore?
Yeah.
That's how you stand just behind that?
Yeah.
100%.
1,000. 1 million.
So what are you going to do when all the money runs out, Harvey?
There is no such thing. Because at the end of the day, I am the product. So I never ask people to buy me. I never ask people to watch my videos. I never ask people to share my videos.
Right.
I never asked to be the number one rapper in the world. None of that shit.
Wait a minute, hold on. You the number one rapper in the world?
No, hell no. But I'm saying if it happens, I didn't ask for it.
Okay. I thought you was.
So all of my blessings are just what they are. They're blessings. So whatever I deserve, I'm gonna get. Period.
Whatever
I deserve, I'm gonna get.
Right. So you don't have like anybody like influencers that you look up to as well?
I wish.
Nobody.
That's the crazy thing. I was thinking about it the other day. I'm like, damn, I don't look up to nobody.
So dude, like, so most other influencers, right, you know, they're your personal friends, right?
Yeah, they be coming by the house and shit.
Okay, like who?
The Insta weight champion of the world, Wo Vicky.
Okay. You signed with Wo Vicky over Bad Baby?
I ain't going Dr.
I mean,
Phil.
she won.
Bad Baby won?
No, well, Vicky won.
Oh, okay, Wo Vicky won.
Yeah, she cool people's
You could, you know Bad Baby
Reggie
too, though,
Baby,
right?
Funny Marco, Cap Dollars, Backpack Kid. Shout out Robbie World, all the people that be fucking with me.
Yeah.
Shout out to them.
So you'll look up to nobody, right?
Hell no, but do your thing. I don't gotta look up to you.
And nobody put you on?
Nobody put me on.
Nobody. Just all you.
I mean, Mark Zuckerberg, he made the platform.
Yeah.
I made videos for the platform and shit blew up.
That's it.
Yeah. Shout out to World Star. They showed love, but I hit World Star to put my music out. They didn't want to put my music out. They said send us some more skits.
Why they didn't want to put your music out?
Because I was rapping about Hennessy. I don't know.
Oh, they didn't want to fuck with your music. They just wanted the skits.
But I understand from a business standpoint, World Star makes money off of people that want to rap. People think about rap, music, and music. I make my music for me. A lot of niggas make music to put it out. So as a consumer, World Star makes a lot of money from people that want to rap and want to pay for people to hear their message. I ain't about to pay people to hear my message. My message for me. Motherfuckers just want to watch it. That's cool, but you know, I make my shit for me. So just me sharing it is as far as it's gonna go. If I even put that shit out, it's like that's all you gonna get. I'm not about to pay a nigga to put my shit out
at all.
Hell no.
You ain't never paid for no promotion whatsoever.
Never. Like it's for me.
Right.
I make them videos for me, like,
and the world just happens to love them.
Yeah, but that's cool. But me paying people to watch me, the other way around.
So I'm curious. You said all your needs are met. How are all your needs met?
It ain't nothing left. You got to be smart with your money, man. You got to invest in real estate. You got to invest in cryptocurrency. You got to be smart. You got to generate multiple streams of revenue.
So what do you invest in?
Invest. I invest in me. I invest in the people around me. I invest in different avenues of profit revenues and streams and things of that nature.
Right. So you talk about like your monthly income. What we talking about? You have no idea.
Different revenue streams, man.
Different revenue
I'm going through a divorce right now.
A divorce?
Yeah.
You was married?
I ain't never been married. I'm going through a divorce.
From what?
From the lady that my pops was married to. He passed away, so I got to go through his divorce form. That's how that shit be happening.
So your dad died.
And then now I got to go through a divorce for his girl.
Why is that?
Because she want everything he ever owned.
Which is?
Everything. She want all 20 cars, everything he ever owned. She wanted.
How your dad get 20 cars?
He a mechanic. So
right.
19 of them ain't run. You know what I'm saying? But still though, like, it's just the principle. Even though they not worth nothing to somebody like that.
Yeah.
It's what he worked on. So that's what it means the most to me. So people try to go to war with me over the shit that mean the most to me. People try to go to war with me.
Right. So how's that coming along?
You get lawyers, you talk to judges, and then a judgment happens, and then even when a judgment happens, you still might have to go crack a nigga's skull. That's just how it be.
Just like that.
Yeah, because even though it's court systems and things, you still got recourse, and you still got to handle things in the street sometimes.
So, back to what you were saying earlier, Harvey. When you said that you don't really do social media like that, like you're not really personally on it that much, right?
Yeah, I'm like a Frank Ocean, and I say that from the standpoint when I was growing up, I was in high school and shit. I would look at Frank, the shit he would do, be like, if you was that popping, why would you hide? Why would you like go away?
I mean, when Frank Ocean came out, he was gay, and at the time, it wasn't cool to be gay. So I think that kind of ended his career at that moment. You know?
Oh yeah, I don't know nothing about that.
Frank
I'm
Ocean's
straight as
still
fuck.
big though.
Yeah, I mean, he's a legend in his own sense. I mean, so, but I'm saying at the time he came out, it wasn't as popular to come out as it is now. Like, let's say with what's his name? The country
Lil
guy.
Nas.
Lil Nas X. When he came out and said he was gay, he got bigger. When Frank Ocean came out and got gay, it was like
we're in a new generation.
like,
Yeah.
he came out, everybody like backed away from it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I don't. Social media for me is cool. Like, it makes money,
Right.
but social media is a never-ending game of I'm better than you. My whole thing is I'm not better than you. I like cool shit. I like luxurious shit. I like Versace robes. Sometimes I wear fur robes. Sometimes they not designer. Sometimes they are. But at the end of the day, I'm a person. So I just felt like I didn't want to participate in a game of trying to outshine somebody else. Because it's people that make better music than me. It's people that got better houses than me, bigger houses than me.
Right.
It's people that's got faster cars than me.
Right.
I don't think it's nobody that drink more Hennessy than me, but I didn't want to compete.
Right.
My whole thing is I don't want to be a product of just competition because I'm just me. Why the fuck should I have to compete with people?
So do you think people put too much emphasis on social media? Like,
Yeah, I mean, social media is a tool. Social media is a drug. At one point, it's going to be classified as a drug, but until then, it's an app on an iPhone. But once it is classified as a drug, there will be recourse. There will be regulations and things of that nature. Mark Zuckerberg knows that. Until then, with it just being an app, it's just a cool app that people use.
So I know you heard about they getting rid of all the likes on Instagram, right? In the US.
They getting rid of likes.
Yes.
Like
You
when
won't-
you
you
can't
won't-
see it.
Yeah, you won't be able to see them anymore.
Oh, that's dope.
Why do you think that's dope?
Cause it's like you get to be, you're not driven by a number. And the thing is, people are driven by a number. I try to instill that in everybody around me. You included. People
I'm
are
not driven by a number.
people do things that they feel like are gonna get more attention
Mhm.
than if they did something else. And that's a very time generated thought. So at one point, I might think, okay, boom, if I go to college, I'm gonna get more likes. If I got a SRT, I'm gonna get more likes than if I got a Renault 6-cylinder. So
Right.
it's just like, it's a thought process that only exists in the present state. 10 years later, you're gonna look at this picture and be like, damn, I was flexing in a rental.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So your thoughts should be eternal. They shouldn't be situational. You shouldn't just be like, oh, I'm gonna flex on the gram because I got my tax income money this month.
Right.
Because you're gonna look at this shit 6 months later, you're gonna be broke. So what's the point? You might as well have an eternal thought process and operate off universal principles.
So when you started cooking with Hennessy, you didn't think, oh, this is gonna get me likes right here, or this is gonna get me this.
Hell nah. I didn't ask nobody to share my shit. I didn't ask to get big or get 1 million followers or none of that. I stopped. If anything, it's like the opposite. Once I realized it was like gonna get to a point where people were gonna just take it and run with it and ask for the same thing over and over, it's like, look, I do other shit too. So I'm not about to just entertain y'all for likes. I'm not even about to entertain y'all for money. I entertain y'all because that's what I decided to put out at the time. Period. And I stand on that.
So you consider yourself more than an entertainer.
Well, I mean, entertainment is the byproduct of my creations. That's how I look at it. I don't look at myself as an entertainer. People look at it like, oh, he's wearing a robe to like get attention, but really I'm just comfortable.
Right.
Yeah, I don't like wearing clothes and having a button up shirts and wear ties and figure out how to do the tie. My father never taught me how to tie.
So you don't know even tie.
I don't even know how to tie. I barely even know how to fucking tie shoes. What the fuck I'm gonna tie the shoes for? I can just put my slides on.
Right. So you dress like this every day.
Right.
Wear robes every day.
Because that's what I believe in.
So, question, when you get like 40, what you gonna do then?
I'm gonna be even more comfortable.
How you gonna be more comfortable in a robe and some slides?
I don't know. I might turn into a nudist, bro. Like, for real, like.
No.
I don't know, like.
That's not gonna happen.
I feel like people do so much to look good, and it's cool. I'm not hating.
Right.
But personally, I like to be comfortable, and I feel like comfort should be number one, period.
Right.
Especially in a world of all this technology, you can say, hey, Siri, and the bitch will bring you lemonade. So it's just like, we might not be to that point yet, but I'm saying,
Siri you got?
people watching this interview 5 years from now, they're going to be like, yep, Siri just brought me lemonade 2 minutes ago. So what I'm saying is, you in the technology age, it's damn near 2020. We might as well be comfortable. Why the fuck our belts so tight? Why we wearing suits and shit?
That's how you feel.
That's how I feel personally.
You feel like it's never a reason to wear a suit?
For what?
Like where you might have like.
If people ain't that damn important, you gonna go home and take that suit off like, man, fuck them niggas.
Why would you do that though? I mean, think about it. If you coach like let's say they have like an Instagram award where you wouldn't wear no suit for that because you.
I would wear the nicest robe I got.
But why would you even do that though?
Man, cause I gotta wear something.
Because
that's the attitude of anybody that wear robes or wear onesies or whatever it is they wear.
Mm-hmm.
If they comfortable, they put it on cause shit, I gotta cover my dick. Niggas can't see what I got going on, so goddamn, I'm gonna wear something, but I'm gonna be comfortable.
Right.
So why would you be uncomfortable when you got comfortable options? Oh well, I'm gonna be formal. Formal for what?
So you wouldn't even you would wear a robe to a funeral?
I did.
Damn, who funeral you wore a robe to?
I wear robes to every funeral.
So you just show up at a funeral with a robe on?
Because it's at the end of the day, if I die, I hope they don't put me in a suit because that ain't me.
Right.
Because it's like, what I'm dressing up to be dead for. I'm dead. Like, let me be comfortable. Goddamn, if I'm put a leaf over my shit, do something like like make me comfortable.
Right.
What I'm gonna be all out for. Because people, I feel like with the robe shit, it ain't just about the robe. It ain't about Versace. It ain't about a particular brand. Shout out to Daddy. You should always be comfortable because it's good for your mind, it's good for your soul, it's good for your body, but most importantly, you're gonna execute whatever you're doing better. Because if Walmart told you as a Walmart employee, look, we made Walmart robes, we didn't figure it out. Y'all too uptight. Y'all need to loosen up. Y'all need to talk to these customers.
Right.
Y'all need to check out these motherfucking bags. Y'all need to bag the bags faster. Y'all need to return the items quicker. We made Walmart robes. Y'all can wear this shit if y'all want. Everybody gonna wear a robe to fucking work. Period. It wouldn't even be a question. So it's just like, if you know you have an option to be comfortable, why the fuck would you be uncomfortable?
Just like that.
Just like that. If you have the option to be comfortable, why would you choose, man, fuck that. I'm gonna tie my shoes to the 8th loop. Man, fuck that. I'm gonna button my shirt to the 9th tie. Like,
right.
But what? People?
So tell me, what's your plan? Like, if they ever got rid of social media, what would you do?
I'll be good. I'll be one of the only people that would be good, because at the end of the day, social media for me is a tool. It's not a necessity. I have not, once I realized the amount of attention, the amount of DMs, the amount of serotonin, dopamine that happens from millions of views, I realized, like, yo, this shit is dangerous. Because there's people out here that really do whatever the fuck for social media. If you told them to eat shit, you're gonna get 1 million likes, they gonna do that shit. They gonna be like, whose shit I'm eating? So it's just like, damn, I ain't trying to be a dope head.
Right.
It's cool. I'm gonna just be me, because me being me is more important. Because I'm gonna look at, if I'm 70, 80 years old, I'm gonna look at what I'm doing like, all right, I was me.
Right.
Versus 80 years old, like, goddamn, Instagram got me again. I ain't gonna be that dude, bro.
What you think about Instagram models?
It's a drug, but it's not classified as a drug at this point. It's classified as a social media app.
Mm-hmm.
You know, distributed by Apple as well as Samsung and Google Apple Store. I said Google Apple Store, Google App Store, and you know, it's cool. Like, I feel like people should have the opportunity to share their experiences and the ability to be social with other people. But you know, people are people, and they take certain things as higher value than they actually are. People post certain shit, they get 10 more likes than they got on the last post, and they become more of who the internet wants them to be versus who they actually are. In my case, I saw who the internet actually wanted me to be, and I was like, fuck that. This is who I am. This is who I showed y'all. This is who I actually am, and I'm that. Period.
So, tell me, Harvey, with all this that you know about social media, right?
Yeah.
Do you ever try to inform like your other friends that do social media, like, hey, you need to lay off that, or you ever see one of them going too far with it?
Hell no, because I've been there, because it's like I've seen what it does for people. It changes people's lives. It makes them a lot of money. It gets them brand deals. I'm like, live that, experience that. For everybody that I know that's been popping on social media for over 3 years, I feel like social media is a time period. Anybody that's been popular on social media for at least 3 years, which is the point I'm at now, at this point in today, when I'm speaking right now, I'm at 3 years popping on social media. They feel the same way I do. So for anybody that's been popping on social media for at least 3 years, they know that it's just a game. And it's a game that you choose to turn on and turn off. So for me, I don't entertain the people entertain me. I don't have a drive to be the most entertaining person. I have just a drive to be the greatest me that I can be.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Harvey, have you ever like flown chicks out to you to the Henny house?
You know, that's always been an opportunity. I've always had that opportunity.
You get a lot of DMs, right?
Yo, I've had people offer to fly themselves out to come to my shit, but I've never done it because I'm different.
Right.
That's just how it really is. But I've seen it, and I've appreciated the offers, and I've appreciated the opportunity, because in life we have opportunity. We have an opportunity to be dope heads. We have an opportunity to be A+ scholars in school. We have the opportunity to be ball players, police officers. I appreciate the opportunity that people offer me to be that nigga, to fly them out to the Henny house to have their dreams come true. But I haven't personally taken up on those offers. But I respect and I appreciate them for what they are.
Mm-hmm. So when you created the Henny house, what was your main goal with the Henny house?
Just give people a space to create and space to collaborate, because I feel like as an influencer as I am coming out with what I do, there wasn't enough collaboration. I didn't work with other people. There was no other person to do videos with. There was no other person that was doing what I was doing. To this day, there's still nobody that's doing what I did. I just felt like people needed a venue to collaborate. So the Henny house for me was a social experiment and a project to see if I brought people together, would they want to work together? Would they be willing to work together? Would their fans be willing to call them on FaceTime? Mm-hmm. Would people be willing to work together? Because at the end of the day, we're all the same. Whether we're famous or we're not, we're all the same. We all have the same desires. We all have the same tics, the same things about us that make us who we are. So would people work together if they got brought together? And if there was a cloud house, there was a house that was the venue for them to create and work together? And the answer to that was yes, it was. People are willing to work together if they're brought together. So that's what the Henny house was about.
And so you found success in that, in running the Henny house.
Yeah.
And so does it cost a lot of money to run the Henny house?
It does, from the standpoint of accommodations. So like, I offer an experience for people. When people come, it's always Hennessy. When people come, it's always a room for them to stay in. When people come. It's clout. The Henny House itself, speaking of this date, I've been running it for a year. It's got 138,000 followers.
And it's in Atlanta, correct?
Yeah, it's in Atlanta. But there are people that really love the Henny House. There are people that follow it. There are people that will pay a great amount of money to know where it is. The location of the Henny House is secret.
When you said pay money, people ever paid you to come to the Henny House?
Of course.
How much do people usually pay you to come to the Henny House?
Henny House is a destination. I've gotten from video shoots $5,000 to do videos. I've gotten a couple hundred for people to come just do a tour. But it's not about the money. It's more so about the fact that it's a location, it's a destination, and at the end of the day, it's an accommodation. There's an expectation that is very high with the Henny House of litness and people wanting to experience the experience. You had that experience has to always be there for them.
So, with the Henny House, how much did the Henny House cost you?
Like the actual house itself?
Yeah, like let's lay it out and everything in the house, because I know it's decorated and all of that.
Yeah, let's lay it out like this. I had to furnish the house. I had to decorate the house. I had to create the experience. I had to create the social media account. I had to pull the people in to be a part of it. I had to allow people to create. There are people that I had to be a part of the business that didn't cost money. Some that did cost money. There are people that I brought in that I gave brand deals to through other companies because the Henny House has brand deals. So it's really just a collaboration of entities, and at the end of the day, it's connecting the consumer to the company. There are companies that have money that want to pay for influence, and then there are influencers. And at the end of the day, influencers need money to pay for Ubers. Influencers need money.
Ubers, no influencers have cars.
Influencers don't really own cars like that, from what I've seen.
Why?
Just personally, I don't know. I like getting driven around just as much as the next guy, but cars are a depreciating asset. So I would say that owning a car is pretty stupid unless it's obviously a car that's depreciated for the most part already. But yeah, influencers have needs and desires, and they want money. Money drives their lifestyle.
Right. And
for companies, they have money and they need influence. So the Henny House was like trying to connect those people together. Right. That was the mission behind it initially.
So when you said you give out brand deals, like who did you give a brand deal to?
Well, we just talked about her, like the instant weight champion of the world.
Oh, you gave
we did a show with Viral. Shout out to them. OP Skins. A shout out to Lance, my brand manager that does these deals and whatnot with people. We've had different brand deals from Bet Online, Hemper. We've done different. Essentially, what we do is we connect the company to the influencer, and we translate it in a way that makes sense to the consumer. Because at the end of the day, the consumer is the one that's spending the money. The consumer is the one that's watching the videos, buying the t-shirts, buying the merch, buying the website packages. So we connect them and we make it make sense. And we give them a platform to create their content to advertise for the company. And the companies pay money, and the companies pay money to them. So to answer your question, really anybody that's come to the Henny House has been blessed with either a brand deal or the opportunity to explain their platform.
Gotcha.
Further.
Okay. So you're giving these brand deals away. Have you ever thought about, like, what do you consider what you do? Like, you have your own agency, or what, you make other people influencers? Have you?
I actually don't. I don't own an agency. I don't do anything like that. I've thought about it, but at the end of the day, I don't feel like I'm far along enough. I'm still only 3 years in. I've only been doing social media for 3 years. I've had the blessings to work with some of the biggest entities in the world, some of the biggest artists in the world, such as Fashion Nova, Cardi B, Shade Room. I've had the blessing to do these type of things, Hennessy, Versace, and it's just like, I'm still young, so I still carry the mind state of things are going to always become bigger. The industry is going to become bigger. There's always more to learn. There's always more to know. So I try to learn the most I can about it, and to do the best things that I can for the community. Because you could do bad things and then fuck the whole game up, or you could do good things and be remembered for it. So
absolutely. So you got more of a long-term game.
Yeah, I got a long-term game with it. It's not about the money with me.
So do you think when people try to become influencers, they go about it the wrong way?
most people that try to become influencers, they just try to do the dumbest shit they can to get views, and it's like you could do that, but you could
like give me an example.
No longevity.
Like give me an example of that.
John Cabana or whatever.
Oh, Boonk.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But he realized that. So what I'm saying when I say that anybody 3 years plus in the game, they feel the same way I do. It's just literally anybody 3 years plus in the game feels the same way I do. Like if you are popping, you realize at a certain point, I am a whore to the internet. I'm doing what the internet wants me to do for likes.
Right.
You're a whore. You're a fucking prostitute for likes.
You don't consider yourself one?
Fuck no, because I make this shit for me. I never ask motherfuckers to share my videos.
Right. So
I stop when I want to stop. I don't stop when motherfuckers like, oh, you play it out. Ain't nobody watching that shit no more. No, motherfuckers is like, when you making the next video?
Right.
I'm making the next video when I fucking feel like it.
Right.
You're the whore.
So do you think way Boonk went about it, that was the wrong way to do it?
Well, he knows it was the wrong way, but even beyond that, like for the next Boonk, it's not just about Boonk, it's not just about John. For the next person that comes out that wants to be like known for doing a certain thing, it's just you got to be you, period. Because at the end of the day, you can carry a certain thing for a certain amount of time, but ultimately people are buying you to be a character. And how long are you willing to play that character? And for me, it's like I never been a character. People always felt like I was, he's crazy, he's in a robe, he drinks Hennessy, this, that, and the third, but they don't understand I really wear robes. I really like to party. I really like to go out, drink Hennessy. I really like to stay home, watch Netflix, fall asleep on my girl. Like, that's the shit I really like to do. So the difference between what I do and what people do is reality versus fiction.
Right. So everything you do on the internet, you feel like that's just you.
Yeah, for real. But the thing is, I don't have to compete with somebody that's willing to go further than me. Because it's always somebody that's willing to drink more Hennessy. It's always somebody willing to go to the hospital to prove to me, like, oh, I do more than that nigga. Or, oh, I make a better song than him. Or, oh, he making songs about killing niggas. I kill more niggas than him. There's always that person that's willing to do more than you, to be more you than you. But who out here is really trying to just be them? That's all I'm saying.
So the way you talk, Harvey, your concepts are pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Considering that you've reached this level of success on, social media and all that, you sound like you just done with it all. And what I want to know is, what's the next step for you?
The next step is just creating outlets for people to succeed. I really like seeing people succeed, and I like people doing what they want to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like whether you're doing what you want to do or whether you're not, all you're thinking about is what you want to do. So you should do what you want to do. And I want to help people to be able to achieve that.
Right. And that's all you want to do pretty much. So you just go around helping different people trying to become.
Hell yeah, I've helped break artists. I've helped people do the music shit. I've helped people do social media. I've helped companies.
What artists have you broke?
Shit. I'll tell it later. Because it's at a point now where I'm not at a point where I've broken enough artists to brag about it. So for me, I don't want to just name one or two artists and be like, oh, I'm responsible for them being big. Because to me, that's corny. I'm going to wait till I have a bigger resume.
And then.
Yeah. I broke 50 artists instead of 2 or 3.
Makes sense.
But I'm only 3 years in the game, so this is what I'm trying to do for the community. Because at the end of the day, it's about a community. It's not about bragging about it. It's just about a community. I love the creative community. I love people that do music. I love people that do skits. I love people that do fashion, all type of different things in the creative community. I love people being themselves. I'm trying to propel that agenda further. People being themselves.
Right. And what I want to know is, you say you're 3 years. You keep saying you're 3 years in the game, right?
Yeah, 3 years.
So you consider yourself a rookie in the game?
I still consider myself a rookie, but at the same time, I'm not a rookie from the standpoint, I didn't just come out this year.
Right.
I'm not stargazing at like all people looking at, oh, you famous now. For me, people been recognizing me at the airport for 3 years now. I'm ready to motherfucking catch private jets. I ain't even trying to be seen by folks no more. People think I do it for the attention. I'm really trying to stay low key. So that's kind of where I'm at with it now. 10 years from now, I might be somewhere else. But that's where I'm at right now.
So how much longer do you think you got in the game?
Shit, I don't know. I'm not asking for the game to give me a time. I'm just trying to influence and do what I'm trying to do and stand for what I stand for as long as the industry permits me to do so.
I mean, well, it just seems like with some influencers, they have like this time limit in the game, right? Let's say, okay, boom, for instance, right? He was the hot guy for maybe 1-2 years, right?
Yeah.
Then he got on drugs, whatever the hell he was on. I mean, no, he stopped doing everything, right?
I was a big fan. I fuck with him.
Yeah, then you reinvent yourself and now you're John Gabbana.
Yeah. I mean, I think what he did was good, but it's just like his story is a testament to what people will do for attention. Mm-hmm. And it's like, once you shake the attitude of I will perform for these people and your attitude shifts towards I will do me, is when you're going to win. Right. Because you really can't win when you're performing for people, because you're going to perform till you can't perform no more. And you're going to want a faster car. You're going to want a bigger house. You're going to want a bigger house for your mama. You're going to want a bigger house for your sister. So it's just like, why play in a game that doesn't end? Because at some point you're going to be tired. The controllers shit your fingers going to start getting tired. You're going to be like, damn, this cheat code don't work when I use it 2 times in a row. So it's just C up, C down. That shit ain't working no more. It's going to come to a point where you're going to want to do something else. So why have the people love you for doing one thing when you can just be you?
Makes sense. So
for real,
I say you kind of slow down the cooking videos a little bit.
Yeah, I do other things. I do things that make me happy, whether it makes me the money that I want to make. For me, it's not about the money. It's about the passion. And I'm passionate about the things I do.
Right. So since you've been on this media, fame or I guess or whatever, how much do you think you've made this whole 3 years since you've been doing this?
I don't know, because, one could look at how much money have I made? How much money have I made the company? I talked to a financial advisor and one of those like calculation people that work with businesses and work with Forbes and stuff. They had estimated that I made Hennessy at least $33 million with my campaigns and different videos and things I've contributed for. As far as like what I've actually personally made, it's been far less than that. But for me, that's okay, because I'm still doing what I love to do. And I'm doing what I would be doing whether there was people watching me or not. And that's the most important thing. Because if you are a YouTuber, Facebooker, Instagrammer, whatever you are, TikToker, if you're not living the life that you would live without the eyeballs, then you're not really living. Right. I feel like the true equilibrium to social media fame and power and social and all that shit is when you get to the point where you're appreciated for who you are. Because as humans, that's all we really want.
Right.
So if you appreciate it for who you actually are, there is no greater level of happiness in that, because you got millions of people appreciating you for who you are.
Right.
With no amount of money could surpass that. Bitch, I'm me. That's how you supposed to feel as a person. That's the greatest thing that I feel like life could offer you.
That's deep, Harvey, and I want to touch on that. So you talk a lot within future tense of like how you see things with influencers and how things are going to go and play out for people and all that. And like you said, you think it's going to be labeled, Instagram's going to be labeled as a drug, right?
Yeah, social media at some point, I don't know exactly when it's going to be, but at some point social media is going to be labeled as a drug. For sure. Because it is. But at the same time, it's an app on the App Store. So it's like the government, different regulations, they're always very slow to regulating things. So at some point it's going to happen. But until then, we just kind of running free with it. At some point, I'm sure there's going to be a limit to how much you can post on social media. They're probably going to make a law. You can't post more than one time per day. But until then, you can post 10, 15, 30 times a day. You can get 1 million views. You can get 30 million views. There's no limitation to it.
Right.
But at some point, all good things come to an end. So.
And you feel like it's a need for that law to be passed? You feel like it's a need for that law to be passed? I'm
not gonna call it and say that people need this or need that. I'm not a policer. I'm not gonna police people into what they need and what they don't need. But what I'm saying is, at some point, that's what's next. Common sense tell you that whenever something's too lit or something's too good, It's gonna come to an end at some point. So what I'm saying is, at some point, they're gonna limit social media. They're gonna prescribe social media as a drug. You're gonna go to the doctor and they're gonna say, you know what? You on social media too much. You need to get the fuck off. Just press a button and now boom, your Instagram don't work. Right. But I'm just saying, at this point, that's not our reality, but you know, that's where it's heading for sure.
You feel like a lot of kids growing up, like, let's say for instance, we and you are still kind of the age we remember before social media, right? Mm-hmm. Or we remember before cell phones, like were really iPhones where they had apps and stuff like that. We remember like flip phones still, right?
Hell yeah.
The kids that are growing up now, they know nothing but this right here. They know nothing about Instagram. They know nothing about Facebook and TikTok and stuff like that and Snapchat. Do you feel like the reason you have so many kids commit suicide now, do you think that's part of the reason why?
I wouldn't put suicide on social media, but I would say this much about social media. Social media makes you feel like you're not good enough. And with social media making you feel like you're not good enough, you want to do more for the people that's watching you. And the people that's watching you might have 400 followers, you might have 4 million followers, but the principle is the same. You want to do more for people. And that in itself is a toxic mentality, because if you're doing more for people, guess what? You're doing less for you.
Right.
So I feel like doing more for you is the important thing that people should take from it. And when it finally is regulated, that's what'll start happening for the kids, and that's what'll start happening for the youth, is that they'll start doing more for them. Because at the end of the day, if you doing nothing for people, then you're a monkey. You basically just, you go to Barnum and Bailey's, you go to the circus, you go to the fair, you go to the any of that shit. That's you. But you on the gram. It's just a different circus. It's the same shit. You competing with other people with fast cars. You competing with other people with plusher robes, better, bigger house. You ain't gonna never win. How you gonna have a bigger house than the next person? How you gonna have a faster car than the nigga that do that for a living? Everybody got a living and everybody wants to show it off. Everybody wants to be appreciated for who they are, but people lose sight of who they are for the attention. It stops becoming about who I am versus more, this is who y'all want me to be.
Right.
So that's why I feel like my absence from social media should be more of a testament to, like, okay, this is really who I am. Like, I don't need likes. I don't need views. I could do this shit and get views. I could do this shit and get brand deals. I could do this shit and get money. I could go knock on Hennessy door and be like, pay me $1 million because I made y'all 33. But at the end of the day, I'm still me. So what the fuck I'm gonna do it for other people for?
Right. So it's not about the money, Harvey. It's not about the fame. It's about you just doing it for you, right?
Right. That's the core. If you make a lot of money, if you get a lot of followers, that's you. That's just what happened. But at the end of the day, it should always be about you and what you want to do and what you want to be for yourself. Because if you carry that mentality, you carry that personality trait, and then you just so happen to get famous and you just feel completely different about it. Shit, like, y'all following me because this is who I am, not because who I want to be for y'all. And that's important. Because at the end of the day, it's gonna come to a point to where you it's dark, you lonely, it's raining hard as hell, you don't got nobody to be with you, you don't got nobody to watch the motherfucking movies or Netflix with you, and you just gonna think like, damn, all these people think I'm this person, but I'm really this. I'm really lonely, I'm really hurt, I'm really like sad about my dog dying last week, but all these people think I'm this person.
Right.
So if you gonna be that person, you're a slave. Why would you want to be a slave?
Right. It's understandable. And so, Harvey, what upcoming projects do you have to, like, I like what you're saying about social media and what it does to people. What upcoming projects do you have that would put more light on that for people, you know, that would teach people that? Because you taught everybody how to cook already, but when you go teach everybody this, what you're telling now, because I feel like a lot of people need to hear what you're saying about social media, because there's a lot of kids out there right now that's lost, that look up to you and what you've done just with your cooking show and all that, that need to hear that, hey, you don't need to be me.
And when you say projects, you mean music?
No. I mean, just like anything. Like, it could be.
I'm working on getting more involved in the community. I really wish.
Doing what?
As far as just talking to people, helping people start businesses, helping counsel people, help people emotionally, physically, all of that. But as far as what I've just been working on personally, I've just been working on the Henny House. I've got a couple music projects I've been working on. Rihanna situation been going on. Like, I've been trying to put out music.
What you mean the Rihanna situation?
The whole situation where like suing her pops.
Right. So what it got to do with you?
I'm Fendi Entertainment, but she in a litigation with her pops.
So you signed to Rihanna. Right,
but her father who brought me to her.
Right.
But they fell out over the money.
I heard.
She making she making a lot of money in
cosmetics. Yeah,
cosmetics right now.
So she making a lot of money in cosmetics. So you're signed to 50
millions. Yeah, but it's more money than she made with music. So, you know, her pops feel like he should get some of that. But really, the only money when she first came out, she started a business with her father. Because that's what any 16, 17, 18-year-old would do.
Right.
And they started an entertainment company. Folks was making money, but when she crossed over, I feel like that's what caused the friction between the family. Like, okay, you not Riri no more, you Sephora, Macy's, wherever they sell her shit at. I'm just saying, I don't wear makeup, so I can't speak from a standpoint of experience when it comes to that. I'm just speaking from a standpoint of it's a different level of money. We not talking about 2, 3, 4 million. We talking about 200, 300, 400 million.
Right.
So, you know, animosity happens and people feel certain type of ways about the money that you making, and they feel like they want to change or have something to do with what you got going on right now. And that part I don't have nothing to do with. What I had to do with is me, what I make for me and my music and my fans and shit. And for what I make the music that's closest to me and how I feel.
Right. So what do you think is in that whole situation? So you're still signed to them currently right now, right?
Right.
And how has that benefited you so far? How long you been signed to them?
It hasn't been benefiting me at all. I've been signed to them for like a year.
And
but it hasn't benefited me at all. But it's not about the benefit. It's about the culture. You know, for me, I create music for me. So whether I get 1 million streams or I get 10 streams, it really don't give a damn. At the end of the day, I'm going to make the song regardless.
Right.
I'm going to make the song. I'm going to tell people how I feel regardless. I might not put that motherfucker out. But I got with a label. I got with a team in hopes to put my music out, to share it to the world. Like,
which is Fenty Entertainment.
Right. This is how I feel. This is really what I'm going through, and this is what I want to put out. But that wasn't successful thus far. You know, thus far it hasn't been a successful venture for me. But I'm not looking at it from a standpoint of this wasn't successful and I tried to do it. I'm looking at it as a standpoint of I know why I did this. This is what it's about. I'm creating music. This is really how I feel. This is what the message I want to get out to the people. And it just didn't connect from a standpoint of business.
Right.
Like the people that's in charge ain't like, oh, we fuck with that nigga.
Right.
But for me, I don't take it personally like, oh, they don't fuck with me. They don't want to put out my shit. I look at it as these motherfuckers just don't get it. That happens all the time.
Right.
In all industries.
And so you've never had a personal conversation with Rihanna yourself, have you?
Not like one-on-one. I know she fuck with my music, but like not one-on-one. So I'm not gonna paint her in the light that she's in control of the situation or that she chose to have me go through the situation the way that it's going. I'm gonna just say that, you know, she's a legend in her own right.
Right.
What I got going on don't really matter in the scheme of what she doing. If she choose to give me an opportunity, she choose to give me an opportunity. If not, it's on me to make an opportunity because you only got one life to live anyway. So
right. And before you signed to them, did you turn down other label deals?
Hell yeah.
Who'd you turn down label deal from?
Yeah. I know I talked to Atlantic. I know I talked to a bunch of like smaller labels, like indie labels. I talked to Stream Cut. I talked to 300. I talked to like.
Why'd you turn down Atlantic and 300?
Because they wanted to do long term shit, and it ain't so much about the long term shit. It's just about a vision. I'm not saying that they're bad labels or that I'm better or that they could have offered me more money, because it wasn't about the money. It's just,
how much did they offer you?
they I don't even remember, bro. It was like a few $100,000, but it's like they want a certain Harvey, and this is the Harvey that y'all getting. So I feel like anybody that doesn't sign to a label, it shouldn't be about the money. It should be about who do you want to be versus who the label wants you to be, because at the end of the day, that is the definition of selling your soul. If I go to a label and I say, I want to make dark music about my childhood, this is what I want to rap about, this is what I want to sing about, this is what I went through with my mom and my dad, can y'all put this out? And they say, hell nah, put out music about this. Go talk about the club and partying and popping mollies and all this shit. And you say, okay, then you selling your soul, because it's like, okay, that's not even really what you want to do. You just doing that because they paying you. So at that point, you become a monkey.
So you feel like a lot of artists have sold their souls?
Hell yeah. But it's like, I ain't mad at them for doing that. It's just like, that's what you chose to do. That's what you're going through. That's what you felt like was the right decision for you. So that's what you did. But me personally, I make my music for me. So there is no such thing as a label convincing me to follow a different agenda for money, because I don't do it for the money.
Right. And so with all this you're saying, Harvey, you done walked away from a lot of deals. I mean, a lot of deals.
Hell yeah. People owe me money. Companies owe me money. Like, people that know me will tell you that. But at the end of the day, I look at it, I'm a very fortunate and blessed man from the standpoint of I was given a platform to speak out and to be myself, and I got to be myself, and that's really all that mattered for me.
Right.
Being myself is all that mattered.
Right, because you walked away with $3 million. You walked away from $3 million with DJ Khaled. You walked away from a couple $100,000 on certain record label deals that wanted to sign you.
Yeah.
You done walked away from deals with other like brands, such as, you know, clothing brands and stuff like that maybe want to work with you, that you didn't work with. Do you ever go back and regret any deals that you didn't take?
Hell no, because the money would have been spent anyway. It's just money. You spend it. I could have got a Ferrari. I could have got a big house, but it would have just been a big house. It would have just been a fast car. At the end of the day, I sold my soul, or I sold my values, what I felt like was important, what was important to me at the time, for the check. And if you sell it for the check gets burned. So guess what the fuck gets burned when you sell your soul for it? So for me, I did what the fuck I wanted to do at any cost. And that's what I'm proud of. I stand on that. Whether I'm a broke motherfucker, whether I'm a rich motherfucker, my bedroom is 10,000 square feet, or my bedroom is 300 square feet. I did what I wanted to do. And that's what I stand on. And that's what wearing a robe and all that shit is really about. Just do what the fuck you want to do. Don't let people tell you how you should come to church. Don't let people tell you you're going to work for them and you're going to do this, you're going to do that, you're going to do that. If that's not what you really want to do. If you're working at Walmart and you really believe in Walmart, you shop there your whole life, you love Walmart, you love their logo, you really want to work for them, that's one thing. But if you just doing it to just fucking get by and just doing what you got to do, you know how you feel. Act on how you feel. Be you. Be who you want to be.
So, and this is the last thing I'm going to ask you, Harvey. All that you speak about, you sound more like a prophet. Did you consider yourself a prophet?
Hell nah. I don't even know what that is. I don't look at it from a standpoint of, I don't know what the definition of a prophet is.
It's somebody that sees the future.
Oh, well, shit, I see a future. You know what I'm saying?
Right, because you talk a lot in future of things that are to come.
Yeah.
And
it's almost 2020, bro.
Right. So you consider yourself a prophet, basically.
If that's what a prophet, let me look up what that. I'm about to read y'all what the definition of a prophet is.
Yeah, go ahead and read that for me, man.
A prophet, based on what Google says, is a person regarded as an inspired teacher or proclaimer of the will of God. I ain't hear future in there, but I would say I do see a future, and I do feel like people are fucking up right now, but I feel like people are getting on the right path. And that's what it's about.
And it's just
if somebody watches this and they get on the right path, then That's all I care about.
And one more thing too, Harvey. What would you do if, hypothetically, they quit making Hennessy and Hennessy went out of business? What would you drink?
I have a reserve of it. I ain't got shit to worry about.
You got enough for the next 50 years if they run out.
Anything is possible, Jordan.
Anything is possible.
We lit!
That's it, y'all. We wrapped it up. Thanks a lot, Harvey, for coming on, man.
Having me,
Thanks
bro.
a lot, Doha, for coming on.
Dallas, what it is, Dallas is a growing city. I might get me a little apartment out here or something, man.
Yeah, but I get you hooked up out here, man. Oh, yeah. Thanks a lot, man, for coming on, though, Harvey.
Thank you for having me, bro.
No problem. We lit.
Yeah.